Hey there, Average Bob here. Today I'm going to be going into a little more depth about crafting. Some insights, some new stuff. Let's get into it. Let's start with refining. So, when refining elements, the type of refining agent matters. So, Samflux here, based on my skill and the material, I have a 14% chance of getting additional items. I bump that up to the next tier flux, that goes up to 64%. Now we go down to star metal. Sandflux is a base 6%. Next tier is 11%, so you get a 5% increase there. That doesn't seem that much worth it. So my suggestion is use it for the lower tier stuff to get the higher yield. There, see? A little bad RNG, but still better than it would have been. See? 1. Netting resources will help you tremendously. So the more you can net, the better you'll be. Just 2 there. I'm out of charcoal. You'll always be out of charcoal. Alright, so same with any of the other resources. Lumber, 8%, 58%. Bam. See, sometimes you get really good RNG. Alright. Now we go to crafting. Let's go with a axe. So, your base material can only be epic versions of the same material, and it will change your potential gear score. Same with these, all the way down to timber, 390 of 425, 85. Yeah. Materials matter quite a bit. If we go down to just base gear score, it'd be between 380 and 425. Use all the spiffy stuff, get minimum 420 to 430. Significant increase in quality when dealing with higher level gear, like star metal. And for the most part, you probably don't want to be doing a lot of it with your steel stuff because you'll outlevel it and you'll just be wasting it. Void metal is a bit different because you need void metal for special named weapons and armor. I'll show you that real quick. So you have these things. This one requires Fey Iron. These are just the tier 2 things. Up to the tier 3, you need Void Metal, Ingot, and these are named items that you always get those stats from. So Void Metal you want to hold on to. You probably don't want to use on steel tiered stuff. Probably just want to make the name stuff. And then you have perks. I don't have too many for the tools right now, but I have a lot for the armor and the weapons. Alright, and Azoth. When you're doing high level gear where you actually care about the outcome, use it. If you don't use it, low chances. Let's see what we make with low chance. Common axe. Not worth using. We add Azoth. Let's see what they. Yeah, so each perk gets a little better chance. Use Azoth and Hola, rare item. And then with rare items, a lot of them have the additional Azoth extraction. So 41% of the time when you hit a node, you gain Azoth. So passive Azoth is great for crafting. That's why my stuff has it when I can have it. Alright, so for the other perks, the perks are sort of item dependent sometimes. Like some perks will only go on weapons, some will only go on armor, some will only go on jewelry. I found a couple perks that will only go on earrings. Those are the crafter masteries. So with these, you get +5 to your base gear score when you wear that item. But it'll only work on those, on earrings. Rings, don't have it. So there's engineering, jewelry, and weapon. Let's see, where is it? And armor. So all your crafting stuff will be taken care of there. And bricks. Bricks are not overly useful to most people. The bricks are mainly used for fortress upgrades. That's if you are in a company that controls a city and can influence and are high enough ranked. And now we come to socketing. So, if you do a lot of mining, you will come up with a lot of gems. And if they are in your stash, you cannot socket them. They need to be on your person to show up as socketable. And there are a couple interesting things with some of them. So we have gems that give a damage, an elemental type bonus. Like right here, arcane. If you have a weapon that has, say, nature damage on it already, that will not take the gem, the sapphire, because it converts it to arcane. If you have a weapon that does the arcane damage already, then you can. You can socket an arcane. That'll just make it so damage scales with intelligence. Yeah, higher tier, everything works better. And I've not done any jewel crafting yet, because I just don't want to use the gems for it yet. Need to spend a lot of resources to upgrade them first. But I'll probably end up doing it by the end of this beta, just to get information out there. Yeah, that's the basics of crafting. to get experience, you want to just mass produce what you're comfortable with. Get the 540 experience per steel logging axe I make. Since go with the cheapest materials you can, doesn't change the experience. The only experience is the tier. So if you don't want to use any flux, you want to save your flux for later, it's just going to take longer, more resources. That's almost a third. If you're okay with using a little bit of flux, you got 8 flux here for 8 steel. Depending on what your bonuses are, it could be worth it. I've had to buy a lot of flux because I've mass produced a lot of armor, weapons, everything. So mass produced just for the experience. And these, if you get a good item, use it. But if you don't get a good item, just salvage it. Doesn't matter. The only thing is, it does take a while. You can always just cancel stuff, get it here, and salvage. You're not getting too many materials out of it, but you'll always be stocked up on rare materials. Or not, repair materials. Yeah, my repair materials are almost always maxed. And that's about it. If you have any other questions, just give me a comment or a message or something, and I will try to answer them. I've been doing a lot of work crafting. And if we can get a city that does tier 5 crafting at some point, I will go over orichalcum stuff. I do have some of the orichalcum in one of my stashes somewhere. Yeah. So I will be able to refine it once we get to that point. I'm pretty sure you don't need star metal for it. It's just like adding steel. Oh yeah, 2 star metal, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait for that. It'll be fun. Tier 5 stuff. And the higher your skill gets, the better your stuff becomes. So even refining stuff, buying it may be a lot quicker, but it will cost you money and you won't be getting the experience for refining it. Yeah. If I can spell, charcoal. It's going for about 0.4 gold, but actually that's not bad. Last night it was around 1. But yeah, 0.4, that's not bad. You don't have to spend the time and the energy to go get it. But yeah, that's about it. Any questions, let me know. And have a good day.